Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Jordan here, House Color Trading. We're out here, let's see, just getting started. Not necessarily trusting this particular harmonics pattern just because I am at the moment bearish myself. Uh, and this M that it apparently caught is very funky, and I don't like it, so I'm not going to trust this particular M. But it looks like we're actually forming a W, so I'm going to do a short here at 60. Jesus. And we're going to see how this goes. And the reason I'm going to do a short here, so I'm actually going to do it right here, maybe at 55, is because it looks like we are forming a bearish W. So this is probably going to become obsolete very quickly. I don't think that this harmonics pattern is going to actually really come to fruition. And if it does, then I can just average down at these targets and we'll be okay. So again, if you're just joining the live, we're live trading futures NQ on the 1 minute, and I have some spots here for some shorts because I can see a W forming here, and a W in harmonics patterns is bearish. So I can see it hitting this first target maybe and then dying. So I'd rather enter here and maybe be able to average down here if possible, and at least secure an entry if I can get it, which it might not give it to me. So we're just hanging out. I'm going to do something a little special today. Basically, every profitable trade I get in, and I have, I'm going to go ahead and take a little hit. I'm going to hit a bowl, man. And I appreciate you, Sahil. I'm just trying to keep it nice, simple, fun, easy, and have some fun with you guys. So Twitch, if you're seeing me in Twitch, don't forget to ask questions if you have any. If you're seeing me in TikTok, don't forget to ask questions if you have any. It looks like I almost got my fill and it did not quite touch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make it at 50 and hopefully get it there. And I appreciate the kind words. Again, if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing, this looked like it was forming a W. It could also very well be forming another M here instead to drive us up. So if that's the case, then I'll have to average down and wait for a consolidation back down and then exit there. But this is why I do this, is to show you where, if you happen to enter a bad trade, where you should be looking for an average down so that you can exit with green versus having to let it go for a loss. Okay? And if you're wondering what all this is here, so first of all, I'm going to put my VWAP here. So this is starting to make a little bit more sense. These lines here are fib deviations. So this is going to be your VWAP. Then this is your 618 deviation on both sides. Then you have your 2 deviation on both sides, and then you have your 3 deviation on both sides. So these are basically like fibs. You can basically imagine your stock is going to trade kind of in this zone for your day, for the most part anyway. So as you can see, we're kind of bouncing off of this VWAP here. I may go ahead and just put this back at 55 and hope that I can get it there, because now with this it's starting to look a little bit more like we're going to pop up here. So I'll go ahead and leave it there. And we're just waiting. Again, we could very well push up to this 70 point, but if we do, I'll just average down there. So you're long for next week. What do I think? I think that it can go either way, but I'm also feeling like we're going to go long, or like we're going to move up. And the reason is because there were like $30 million worth of calls or just bullish sentiment bought. Was it the last week or the week before? But then last week there was a massive bullish order for VIX calls. So they kind of contradict themselves in a way, right? Like bullish on the market, you shouldn't be bullish on VIX as well. So I feel like what that first order was to play all that run up that we had over the last few days, right? Like all that run up that we had, and then the VIX is to play it back down. But I'm gonna be watching Monday very carefully to see what's gonna happen, because this right here, right? Like we dropped. Oh, sorry guys, we dropped. It looks like we're kind of forming just a flag here. Let me go ahead and get off my Wi-Fi. There we go. It looks like we're kind of flagging here, right? So kind of looking at that to see what's going to happen here, right? But we are having some bearish W's form. Whether you say this is the bearish W, this is the bearish W, we're having them form. So I am gonna stay bearish for now in terms of like NQ and what I'm playing currently. But overall, I do think next week will probably be a little bullish. I am looking at it to be a little bullish myself. Whew. I will be praying for you, bro. 7,000 NVIDIA shares. I wouldn't be longing semiconductors right now myself, just with everything going on, like AMD cut guidance and stuff like that. I would be very, very, I'd be longing something else if I were you. So like come Monday, if you're green, I would let that shit go ASAP. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So it looks like we keep topping out around here at around 53-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and put this order at 50 again and just see if I can't get that filled. Is the signal a little bit better? Sorry about that. I did have one where it gave me a little thing where I had to take it off of my Wi-Fi. Is it still bad or is it better now on TikTok? Because it should be better now. Oh, it actually looks like it's lagging a little bit. It should be getting better, hopefully. And again, we're just watching NQ. This looks like a bearish W trying to form. Bearish W. You could also even argue that this is actually a double top as well, right? Boom, boom. Damn, the signal keeps cutting off, really? Let me see. Here, if this helps. Is that better? I'll put it back on my Wi-Fi. Is that helping at all or no? Can you hear me a little bit better, guys? Now that I put it back on my Wi-Fi, or no? If not, I'll take it back off, and maybe I'll have to end the live and then join back up real quick. If that's the case, just be ready to join back up. Jesus Christ, my son. Is it a little bit better, guys? The signal a little bit better? Let's see. Man, I don't know. I have really good internet. I don't know why it's why it's being so bad right now. It could be because I'm streaming, right? I'm streaming on here. I'm streaming on Twitch. Sorry, streaming on Twitch, um, etc. etc. So let me see. I don't know why it's being like that. I think it's more so TikTok is being really slow because my phone or like my phone in general is being slow because it's like lagging in general right now. Let me. I'm gonna exit out of here and I'm gonna open it back up. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Feels like it's better. Okay, guys. So as you can see, it didn't quite hit my entry, but then it dropped drastically. Drastically. So I would have made a good chunk of money there. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll be waiting for the next entry, which will be right here at VWAP probably if we pop back up. And please let me know for y'all that joined back up just now. Is my is it streaming a little bit better? I feel like it is. Should be a lot better. Move this over here. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get my entry there, so I'm going to go ahead and move it to here. And I'm just going to try and make a couple $100 with you guys on live today. And I got some family stuff that I need to do today. So I just kind of want to show you guys, answer some questions, etc. In you. All right, cool. I'm glad it's doing better. So we're falling pretty solid now. Willing to put a sell order back here. And then we'll probably pop up and then I'll have to average down, but that's okay. I'd like to just get an entry here. Get our entry back here when we can. Oh, I have actually another indicator that I use for highs and lows too. I guess I don't have it on here right now. But this is really good. Oh shit. Whatever. So this is down at the moment. I'll probably do an average down at 20 if I get it. And then if not, I'm going to sell it at 75 because we're having a really strong drop. I'm okay with selling it around, actually I'll sell it at 80, which is a $20 move, which should be basically all I need if I get that. So let me see. Is it? this is one that I used. Let's see what it's doing though. Let's see. I'm just trying to look at some indicators right now, guys. Let's see. Oh, this one. This one was really good. It'll like show you previous highs and lows. So like these are areas where you can look for drawbacks to go back down, and then like I mean, obviously there's not any for a while. That'll push us back up. So we should probably die down for a while. But yeah. Again, if y'all have any questions, please ask. Currently down a couple $100 on this play, just consolidating right now, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's see how it goes. And again, I have an average down here at 20. If we pop back up again, I'll do one more average down here, probably near VWAP or up here at this fib line. Maybe I'll do both of them, and then that'll probably be the last kind of average down that I do. And we're just kind of watching. A couple $100 in NQ or whatever is not really too much of a loss or a gain in terms of movement, right? Like we entered here, we're only up $13, $14, and it's moved this much. So that's why these are so lucrative. So this is a good chance to see how much you can make or lose and how fast, just based off of a consolidation, right? Because just on this consolidation up, we're down $260, $200 and $300. So hopefully I can get this average down, get my average to be about 1110 right here, and then we can get our exit. So I'm actually rooting for it to continue to go up so I can get this average down here. I'm hoping that we continue up so I can get this average down. And we sit and we wait. And then when this trade goes green, we're going to take a hit together, guys. I mean, unless you don't do that, then you don't have to, but I'm going to take one. I am trading, if you look at the title, I'm trading NQZ2022. So we got pretty close to green here. We actually went green for a split second, but I was talking. There we go. Back green. Let's see. I'll actually go ahead and move my exit to around 90. A little over 90. Let's do 91. But normally I would take about 20 to $50 is usually pretty solid in a win. I'll just take that over and over and over. As you can see, I should have taken my little $30 win, but that's okay. I'm not tripping about it. I'm gonna get my exit. Let's see. Do y'all have any other questions? Could very well be building another W here as well. It's sore, man. The workout yesterday got me messed up. Alright, guys. No questions. We're just gonna sit in silence. I appreciate the 8 of y'all, 10 of y'all that are within the combined streams, by the way. I appreciate y'all joining up. Alright guys, so we're down a little bit, no problem. About to go green again, it looks like. And we're just looking for a small win. Hopefully we can get that real quick. We'll leave that there just in case so I can exit out if I get it. Small $20 to $50 win usually is pretty solid. See, that moved too fast for me to take my exit. Sorry for my son in the background. Options are on SPX. What indicator is this on the bottom? Okay, I will go over. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. That was. I just made, what was it? It was 35 bucks, so nothing crazy. All right, cool. What indicators at the bottom? This is the TTM squeeze. I've talked about it before. Basically, it's just a momentum slash like pressure indicator. So it's showing you pressure. The red and gold dots are showing you high pressure. Black means that it's starting to release, and then green means that it's fully released. So basically, you see red here, pressure, pressure, pressure. Black means it's starting to release some. We got really high pressure for a moment, and then it released, boom, downwards. Okay, options on SPX. I don't really trade SPX like that, but you can absolutely trade options on SPX, but SPX isn't open right now. Only futures are open right now. SPX will be open tomorrow, though. So this is probably a good spot to do another short at around 15. NU, I don't trade NU, but I will look at NU for you. You're talking about the futures NU, right? Like nickel? Or are you talking about like a stock? Like NU? Which one are you talking about? I want to make sure. Stock or future? Oh, crypto? Shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not trade crypto like that. So, is this the one that you're talking about right here? I'm more than happy to look at it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, my opinion is probably gonna be trash because I don't trade crypto like that. Though I trade very specific cryptos that I like, that I'm holding for long term, but that's really it. Is this the right one? Right here? This one? Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at it. So, 1 minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a terrible chart. This thing is no bueno. So according to the chart, we should pop up, but I'm not really sure how much I would believe in that. Just the way this chart looks, man. So like this has been a bottom over and over and over again. So I'd be willing to say that like we're probably gonna tap back down here again, and that's every time you see it tap off this bottom is when you should be longing it and then securing a small win. Right? Every time you see it pop off this bottom is when you should be looking to get back in. If it's over that bottom, just wait. I would do it somewhere in here. So like anytime it hits 15, 1, 5 or 15, 110, somewhere in that range, that's where I would go long on it, and I would exit it probably around 16-ish, or I'm sorry, not 16, 15, like 25, 15, 20, and just kind of keep bouncing up and down from there, because this chart is too short-lived. Like it's too, the bounce areas is too short. Like this is not even a whole cent, right? And it just keeps bouncing up from there. And it keeps doing it. It's done it for a while now. So That's how I would use it. Now, someone said MPTI. Is MPTI a stock, crypto? What is it? Tell me what it is. I'll go ahead and X this out because I do not trade that. Let's go ahead and go back to our chart. So we're down just a little bit. We got our entry, but it looks like we're gonna fall down here based off of what this is looking like. So let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and make my exit somewhere right there. And move it a little higher. So my exit is at, I'll make it 10. If I can get 10, which is what we just bounced off of actually. 1025, because of the way it works. And come on. There we go. Got my exit. So now we just made 150 bucks or something like that. Okay, so let's take a look at your NPTI. NPTI. Let's take a look at it on the 15-minute chart. Oh, Jesus Christ, is this a fucking brand new stock or what is this? What the fuck is this? Did this just come into fruition on Friday? If so, what I would do is I would wait for it to look like it's found a top. So like keep watching it for a week or two, and you'll notice that it'll have found an area where it keeps dropping from, and short the shit out of it. Short the shit out of it. Almost every single stock that comes out flies at first, and then everybody who owned it for the release unloads and watches it do this. Like this stock will probably be $5 in the next 6 months. So honestly, I would just short it. Personally, I would look for the top and I'd just short it. So let me answer how do I make money trading futures. I have funded accounts with something called Top Step. And basically I pay a subscription per month to trade with their money, and they keep 10% of it and I keep 90% of it. So the price lines, these are not price lines, these are fib lines. These are lines that I've drawn on the chart here. And then the price is when it says like, made this or lost that or whatever, like the plus or minus when it's green or red. That's tied in to my futures account. Like I've got it connected here. So I've already traded on my futures account for the day. So this is just my paper trading account, so I can go on here and show you guys without worrying if it's going up or down, just like show you how I would trade. But I have this right here is my funded futures account right here, and see has $150,000 in it. So I've already made my money for the day, so I just wanted to go on here and show y'all how I would trade. So technically the money that I'm making right now is not real money. It's just to help you guys out, showing you how I would get in entries or exits or whatever. But yeah, I could do this on my own account, but I've already made money. Let's see, how much money did I lose before becoming consistent? That's actually a really great question, Dom. When I first started, I actually made a lot of money because it was during the run up, like the market was just going up and up and up. I actually turned like $1,200 into almost $20,000, and then the market started turning down, and I didn't know what I was doing, obviously, because like all those people you see on Twitter who, it's basically how can you lose when the market only goes up, right? Well, when it starts going down, then you realize that you don't know what you're doing, and then one of two things happens. You either stop trading or you try and learn how to be consistent, right? So for me, it was learning how to be consistent. I finally learned how to be consistent there. Um, and I ended up losing that 20,000 all the way down to $200. It sounds ridiculous, and I promise you it happened. I lost it down to $200, and then I realized I needed to learn a strategy. And I learned a strategy. I took that $200 now in the last 2 years, almost to several, like 7 mil. So it's just about being consistent, guys. Just about being consistent. Um, can't short MPTI, then that means you just shouldn't be looking at it. I wouldn't be looking at it then. Futures markets traded from Sunday 5 p.m. all the way through Friday 3 p.m. So the only time that you don't trade is from Friday 3 p.m. through Sunday 5 p.m. Um, let's see, puts for this week. I'm kind of on the fence about puts or longs. A lot of times when futures open really drastically down like this, what happens on Monday is we push up pre-market and then we end up going green during the day, or we basically end up green by the end of the day. So I am curious to see if this trend holds through Monday or we push up. We start pushing up. Um, let's see. Can I check Lucy stock? What Lucy? Lucy what? What's the actual stock? Like Lucid? So here I'm looking for another short. I'll probably do it at. I'm gonna do it right here at this line if I can. Okay. Is it literally called Lucy? That shit's literally called Lucy? Okay. Fuck it. I guess I stand corrected. I thought that was fucking Lucid, bro. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. First, let me go ahead and put my order in. We'll do it for 1350. Let's go ahead and see if that ends up getting hit. Okay. So let's go to Lucy. All right. 15-minute chart. Let's take a look at it. So this one looks new as well. As you can see, this is actually a very, very, very good example of what I was telling you about MPTI. Moved up. This is where they obviously started at, flew, and died. Hold on. Likely to fill the gap intraday before fading. Yes, exactly. Especially with like when I was talking about this up here, a lot of times when futures open like this, they inevitably end up basically correcting by the open in terms of market open. Let's see. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do have a Discord. The link is in my bio if you'd like to join. I'm not trying to promote it in any way, but we do. We got lots of stuff in here. We provide a lot of value. Like I personally pay $150 for alerts and stuff from Quant Data, which gives you like live feed options, like big contracts that come in real time and stuff. So like, Nancy Pelosi buys several $1,000,000 or something, you see it come in. Yeah, and we do our own, like some of us do some plays that we do, like this guy does right here, right, showing you plays that you can get into. So we do call outs and stuff too. My partner Logan is dealing with some family issues, but he does a lot of stuff as well right now. He posts a lot of stuff every day. So normally he would be in like my lives with me and stuff, but he's a little busy right now dealing with his family issues. So yeah, definitely do have one. Enjoy helping people within it and everything. So if you are thinking about joining, I hope you decide to, but I'm not promoting it in any way. So let's see, have I ever traded with Pocket Option or Quotex? I have not traded with either of those. And I'll tell you right now, the only experience I have trading futures has been, first I started paper trading, like I'm doing right now while I'm with you guys, and then once I felt comfortable, instead of using my own money and blowing my own personal account, I decided to go with the funded futures account. And the only two that I've tried are Top Step and Apex trading. And personally, there's pros and cons for both. For me, Top Step is a lot easier to use. You can, plug it into Trading View and blah blah blah. It makes it a lot easier for me. But Apex is better because of the fact that it only has one step that you have to pass before you get funded. Top Step has two, which doesn't bother me at all because it just makes me more consistent. If I'm already consistent, it doesn't bother me, right? So, personally, I'll do this all day. Discord, if you go to my bio and on my page, like on my profile, you'll see that link there. That link is for the Discord. If not, if you go ahead and take a look in Twitch real quick, if you take a look at us on Twitch, which is _trading, I can post the link there, but I'm not allowed to post links in these lives, so I can't actually do that here. But I will copy this link and post it here, and if any of you want to join, again, I appreciate y'all and the support, but don't feel like you need to. You can also always do one-on-one. If you want a one-on-one, you can always reach out to me on an email, and we can do an hour one-on-one. The one-on-ones for the email are going to be emadaytrader@gmail.com. But if you do go, let me see, I'm Khaki. If you take a look at my profile, you should see both my email and the link to my Discord. But I think you have to be on mobile to see it. So something to think about. And it looks like that order sold. So let's see how much that sold for. So today we made 35, 100, and 45. So basically $200, right? And we did that together. Pretty easy, pretty simple. And the reason why we're able to do that is because we're using these fib lines and we're noticing that it's respecting this line pretty well. So I'm okay with shorting here repeatedly, over and over again. In my opinion, this is pretty solid. So I'm going to keep doing it. I may even give myself just a little bit more right there. Okay. Let me see. You said you can't find it, but you see the link. I'm not sure. If you see the link, you should be able to click it and then be able to join from there. How's the funded account work? So yeah, let me explain to you. So the way it works is you go to topstep.com, okay, topsteptrader.com. You'd go and you'd open what's called a trading combine, right? So you open up a trading combine, you go to the thing, you go right here, go start a trading combine, boom. You pick which one you want, whether that's 50,000, 100,000, or 150,000, right? And you go and you trade. You basically meet their goal. So if it's 50,000, you have to meet, I think it's a $3,000 goal twice. If it's a 100,000, it's $6,000 twice, and if it's 150,000, it's $9,000 twice. And it sounds like a lot, but realistically, it's not. You can make $1,000 or $2,000 a day, pretty often, trading futures. And basically, what ends up happening is, so you pass these two steps, these two levels. They give you money in a funded account, and they end up giving you the access and everything to the account. and then you have to trade for 5 days. So every 5 days that you trade, you get to then pull out 50% of whatever you have over that starting amount that they gave you. So just to give you an example, let's say it starts out with $5,000 in that account, right? Like it shows you $5,000 balance. And then you make that within 5 days, you make that go to $10,000. Well, $5,000 that you made, you can pull out $2,500 and you get 90% and they get 10%. And then every time, so now you still have $2,500 in there. So let's say you make $5,000 again in the next 5 days, right? Well, what then will happen is instead of pulling out half of 5,000, you can pull out half of 7,500, and then so on and so forth. Basically, every 5 days you can pull out half of what you made within those 5 days of whatever is over that initial amount. Does that make sense? Oh, and yeah, I'm realizing that you were thinking that the Discord is free. It's not free. It's $15 a month. But that's why I say if you don't want to join, don't feel obligated. I don't mind if you don't join, but it is a good resource if you're thinking about something cheap. And what broker is this? So again, I'm using TopStep, which uses Tradovate. If you've heard of Tradovate, so TopStep goes through Tradovate, and then you can connect it to TradingView.com. And so our Discord group, yes, we do everything that a normal Discord group does in terms of like giving out alerts, but that's not our main focus. I want to just put that out there. Our main focus is teaching you how to do it by going in here. So we go in here every freaking day that market's open, and we live trade with our members so that they can go in here and ask us any questions that they want. So like everybody's in here talking, going over charts, posting different things, asking questions throughout the day, etc., etc. Okay. So we'll go through here all the time and we'll post stuff, but our main goal is to like teach you how to do this on your own, right? Like that's our main goal. I don't want you to rely and pay for my Discord for forever, right? Like I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is I want you to learn how to do everything. So what we do, I'll go over every single thing if y'all want me to. So let's take a look, right? We got this is nothing. This is our rules, blah, 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 which is basically just don't be an asshole. Then you have my area where I'll do like a little account where I have a little account that I'm doing with everybody, and I'm trying to show them how you can grow it from X amount, blah, blah, blah. I'll do a few small plays a day, etc. Then you have my partner Logan, who puts out basically a video or something every morning or several times a day, and showing you charts and what he's thinking about if you're not in the live. That way, you can follow along with this. And then we have some members that have proved themselves to be very good traders who also, like look, this guy made 76. Not he must have drawn out his account. So let's see. Yeah, he must have drawn out his account because the other day he was making several $1,000s. So yeah, like 18. He lost 37, but he made way more. Like look, 22, another 15, so on and so forth. So this guy trades SPX. This guy puts out a list every day of different stocks, and like if he puts out 7, 5 of them are gonna go pretty hard. This is the Discord right here. House Color Trading. I mean, if you have been following me at least on the TikTok lives, and if you look at my last like 10 videos, I've shown that I've made $1,000 a day pretty easy. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try and like prove anything to you guys and like try and get you to join. I don't care if you join. This is not what this is for. This is for you guys to ask questions and like learn, right? If you want to join, I appreciate you. I can go over all this stuff. It costs $15 a month, but for the stuff that you're getting here, I mean, you're not going to find another Discord that's only $15 a month that gives you all this stuff. We got quant feeds, which in itself is $150 a month. Let's see. I also have integrated within here, if you want to use them, automated signals that come in. So I mean, there's all different types of things you can use. Whenever we do anything, we post our videos here so you can see like how to trade different things, right? Like boom, 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 right? So like we give you a lot of value. We also show you different types of patterns and whatnot, and like show you them in real time if we can, etc. How many contracts am I doing to make? Bro, crypto is trash. I'm not trading no crypto. Futures are where the money's at. I'm trading futures, and I'm trading sometimes options contracts. I rephrased. Crypto is not trash, but most crypto is trash. Just like the dot-com bubble back in the 90s, right? Like the 80s and the 90s. 90% of crypto, 90% of NFTs, etc., right? They're not going to be worth shit, which is what like Logan Paul's finding out now, because they don't have any actual intrinsic value. They don't provide anything. Unless they actually have a real use case or actual real potential to be used in real life in some way, shape, or form, they're garbage. And most digital currencies are garbage because they don't have anything to show for what they're supposed to be doing. So like, yeah, I trade like maybe Ethereum, I'll trade some Bitcoin, I'll trade some maybe like XRP because they have the potential to do something, right? And maybe a few other like Solana and stuff like that, but I'm not really like looking for like meme coins or anything like that. Like I'm not looking for anything like that. And that's, if that's what you like to do, I 100%, that's cool. But for me, that's just not, it's not worth doing all that when I know I can chart and trade futures pretty well, and one contract, and I'm telling you, one contract with this, trading it several times, as you saw, can make you $1,000 in an hour, 2 hours. I literally don't trade very long throughout my day. Please don't promote other Discord groups that just do trade signals and shit in my stuff. I don't appreciate that. But how many contracts am I playing to make this a day? So like, let's say I'm playing one at a time. I might do 15 trades in a day max and make the $1,000. So like, I'm trying to secure around $100 per play ish, $50 to $100 per play ish. So 15, 20 contracts, like if you do it that way. How am I trying to sell this facade? Do you know you can short the market and make money, bro? You only trade SPX, and yeah, so if you want, so the guy that you would follow in terms of SPX would be this guy right here, who trades basically SPX on a daily. He posts everything that he's doing. But if you want us to look at anything in particular, you just have to ask us, and we're happy to look at it for you. So like, if we're live and you ask us to look at something, we'll look at it for you. Like, that's just how we do it. Let's see. But not everyone has access to stocks accounts. That's true. That's very true. But everyone can trade futures. Everyone can trade futures. So let's see. Does each trade have a stop loss in place? Manually, yes. Like in my mind, yes, I do have one in place. So like, I won't lose more than $400 on a trade ever, and that's just because I know I can make that really really fast. But yeah, I won't go more than $400 behind, and if I see it, and because it's in futures, it's going to be very fast. It's easy, man. It's just about understanding, right? Like this, right? Like if I was in a short here, I would, if I had bought a short and I hadn't exited somewhere in here, and we started moving up, I would use each fib line maybe as an average down zone, and I would average down maximum to 5 contracts. And then if that goes over $400 or $500 loss, then I'm out. But normally, if once you do something like that, like you're gonna get your exit. So say I had done that, right, like boom, boom, boom. My average would be somewhere right around here probably. I'd be waiting for something around here to exit. So how about ES? ES is going to be super similar to NQ, right? It's going to be super similar, right? Like you can trade ES the same way that you're going to trade NQ for the most part. How can you trade futures? Again, you can trade futures by just getting a funded futures account. You don't need your own account. If you pay for a funded futures account, you can trade futures. What indicators do I use? Alrighty, so I am using volume profile indicator. That's what this is right here. I am using the alligator, but I'm making it my 9, 21, and 200 EMAs. So 9, 21, 200 EMAs. I use auto harmonics patterns indicator, which is what you're seeing here with these and the targets coming in right here, which obviously normally the way that I'll use it is I'll only use it for the first and second target, and after that it gets really funky. I am also using fibs, which I will manually draw. So like in this case, I would probably have drawn it from here to here, like that, and used them that way. And the reason why I would have drawn it from there is that's a high, we open low, high to low, boom, draw it that way. I use my VWAP, which is right here. Again, I would prompt that straight on the opening candle for the week. And there you go. So this is your VWAP. Then you have your 618 deviation. You have your your 2 deviation, and then your 3 deviation, which basically are this, same thing as fibs. Like they're basically fib lines. Let's see. Last but not least, so I like to use volume candles as well. That one's pretty good. Let's see. And then do I use NinjaTrader? I have used NinjaTrader. If you're going to trade futures on NinjaTrader, I highly recommend using the tick chart that they have. It's very good. And you can also use a lot of these indicators. The only thing that you won't be able to like really utilize is the harmonics indicator. And you'll just have to basically manually learn how to catch like W's and M's like this, right? So this was an M, and that's why we moved up. Let's see, a W, I can show you a W. So this is a W that dropped us down, right? Like if you can manually find those on your chart, you'll be fine on NinjaTrader, Thinkorswim, etc. A lot of these indicators are, I don't want to say universal, but a lot of them are available on several different sites, so you should be all right. And oh shit, I haven't checked Twitch in a while. I'm so sorry. Which website am I using for futures? Did I already answer your question, Mr. Murad? Because I did talk about that, but I'm not sure if you were, or I'm sorry, Ms. Murad. If I answered your question already, like when you were seeing it. But NinjaTrader is a great place. So what I would do is I would use like the 30-second chart and use ticks. The tick chart is outstanding. Does anyone else have any questions or anything? I'm actually going to have to hop out and head over to my grandparents. My son wants to play with his Nana and Papa. So I just wanted to show you guys some stuff and before I went over there. And again, we made a couple $100 together. It's super easy, super simple, 30, 40 minutes. Imagine I traded for a full hour or an hour and a half. Be no problem. Easy money. Boom. I could easily make my $1,000. I already have on my main account, so we're good. But if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop out. If you do have any questions or you want to join the Discord or whatever, again, just head to the profile. Um, I'm happy to help you out. I'm happy to have you become part of the group or whatever. If not, there's no problem. So, you have a wonderful day. I will catch y'all mañana. All right? And you're very welcome for the value. And I'm glad that y'all enjoyed it.